Hi. Yeah, I'm Euni, and before we go any further, what's the file name for the run?
The file name is going to be with $141 trans rights.
Trans rights.
Trans rights.
Yeah, so I'm Euni. I'm joined by recent winner of a lot of channel points, carrarium.
I love baseball so much. Yes, hi, I am carrarium. Thank you for having me here, Euni.
This run is 2 weeks long. If you want to know how it got into the marathon, just wait a few levels. We'll explain everything. But let's get started with the run in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
So immediately, I'm just going to go to the left in prologue and enter a cheat code that's going to unlock all the levels of the game and let me get straight into the B-sides. I'm actually going to play 2B first. There's no real reason for this, but 1B is maybe the hardest level in this run, and I need to give Carrie a bit of a chance to explain things first.
Yeah, so in this speedrun, in all B-sides minimum grabs, basically we're going to be taking the three basic attributes that Madeline has of dash, jump, and grab. But grab in this case is going to be the least used of those mechanics. But because Celeste is designed with grabbing in mind, we're going to need to have a lot of creative solutions to some of these rooms. Like right there, you're going to see Euni using a lot of like wall bounces. So doing like a little dash jump off of walls to cover a lot of ground. And 1B is going to be really, really difficult, but we are going to use a lot of the known Celeste tech and a lot of creative solutions to make our way through a bunch of levels. 2B is thankfully one of the chillest ones that we have, but there are still some very fun spots right at the end. You're already cruising right now.
This room's fun.
I love this one. Just making Madeline's hitbox just small enough that she can kind of squeeze through all of those tight little gaps and corner kick to the end. And right here, just avoiding all of those walls. Not even enough time to explain the dream blocks. The dream blocks are a mechanic that when you enter them, they basically take you from the one direction that you go in a straight line to the direction that you go out and refreshes your dash on the way. This room is actually very hard. We're trying to do a little
bit of pause buffering right there.
Yes. And we don't need any of those key coins. We just make our way right through, and that is 2B.
Clean 2B. Sub 2 is a really good 2B.
Sub 2 is really good. I've done a 2B grabless once, and I've gotten nowhere close to that time. It was years ago,
yeah,
but it's nowhere close.
Here we go. Here's where the run really starts, and we got a really important tech in this level called grabless platform activations.
Yes. So grabless platform activation. So you would think that moving blocks. So in 1B, you're going to have a lot of moving blocks that have spikes on the top of them. And you would think that that's like a problem for a run like this. Oh. A little bit of right there. There we go.
Another one right here.
Another one right here. So it's still possible to activate these traffic blocks that have the spikes on the top, but it's kind of hard to survive, to be honest. But we are, basically, I don't know. Uni's doing so good at it. I don't even have time to explain it, but we are going to have, this room is really hard right here. Uni's trying to get a jump on 1/8 of a pixel. There it is. Oh. Wait, hold.
That was terrifying.
That was scary, but you did. Oh my God.
Unfortunately, we cannot get through every room in the game without grabbing. First 2 grabs are going to be right there. Fun fact, a regrab is when you're forced to grab twice in the same room.
That's what that was all about. Okay, I'm glad. Thank you.
Oh,
thank you.
That room's sick.
That strat is so unbelievably cool. So there are 7 required grabs in this entire run, and 5 of them are in this level. This room, surprisingly, not one of them.
This room is.
This room is. This is a great point to talk about kind of how a lot of this is a lot of this is possible. So euni is making heavy use of a technique called pause buffering. You're going to notice that it looks like the gameplay is kind of loading frame by frame, and it essentially is, because with the 1.4 Celeste update a couple of years ago, you can buffer pauses in the game from the pause menu, which can essentially give you a frame by frame advance to get to exactly where you need to be. And in a run like all B-sides minimum grabs, you needs very specific visuals and very specific locations to be in to make a lot of these rooms doable.
This has been like a comically good 1B, by the way. I am on pace for the best 1B I have ever had.
I am trying not to jinx you, because I'm also recognizing that. I'm like, oh my god, this is so unbelievably impressive. One last thing about pause buffering is those who may not be as familiar with Celeste, you'd be like, well, where is the pause menu? Euni is holding down her journal button, which when you're in the pause menu actually hides the pause menu. So you can see the entire screen without any words or anything like that in the way. This is unbelievable. I cannot stress enough.
What the hell was that one? That is PB by half a minute. I thought a 330 1B was unrealistic. What on earth?
Oh my god. That is
3 death 1B. Wow.
Yeah!
You literally DM'd me yesterday saying 3x seeming achievable is very optimistic, and you got a 3-1. That is unreal.
LOL, LMAO, speedrunnerisms. Can't do it. Do it live.
All right, well. Now we get to the chill parts of the run. So this is
I am in a bit of shock right now.
So we are in the Celestial Resort B-side. You're going to see a lot of dust bunnies. Dust bunnies have cycles and you're going to have a cycle both on entry and if you happen to die on the room. So it's important to always know, have a strat for each version. You're going to see euni in this level and a few other levels do something called neutraling, where she's going to be jumping off of the wall while being neutral on her keyboard, not using up, left, right, down. I love this strat so much. I love that strat. Just kind of squish her underneath the overhang. And yeah, neutrals are just going to be another way to be a little bit creative in getting up walls without grabbing.
Bunch of ones in this room.
Yes, just like that.
And
so there is
probably a few right here.
Yes, and there's going to be a hard room coming up, but Jaypeg, I think now would be a pretty good time for a few donations.
Absolutely. How about let's start with $100 from Euni's mom and dad saying, "You always make us proud, heart."
Hi, Mom.
We love the love. And speaking of the love, we have $25 from Medusa for Celeste saying, "I have my ticket here for the Celeste train. More levels, pretty please." Thank you so much, Medusa. That does get you that kiss on the forehead. And speaking of that 1B, we are at $1,179 out of the $2,000 we need to get that task run. And you're seeing Major League Gaming right here, y'all. We saw how that 1B went. So let's keep that energy up and let's get that task met ASAP.
Yeah, that task is ridiculous. You definitely want to see that. You want to see the task.
That is not my strat there, but I got it anyway.
You're cruising. You are on cruise control right now.
I keep getting leg spikes that are killing me, and this is still a good 3D.
I choose to blame Moshiro.
Do we have time for a couple more donations?
Yeah, a few more are good.
All right. Well, we have $25 from Funki93. I'm ready for some strawberry goodness. Thank you so much, Funki. Forehead kiss. $51 from Krista saying trans rights. Thank you very much, Krista. Forehead kiss. And $10 from Invisible Sherpa. Thank you so much for donating to the National Women's Law Center, saying, my girlfriend Smellerbug loves forehead kisses. Well, then you can pass this forehead kiss along to your girlfriend. Thank you so much.
That is an incredible name.
Right?
I'm very confused as to what's going on right here. Okay. I don't know why that didn't work.
There we go. So that is a demo dash, also known by some as a crouch dash. So there are 4 pixels of space in between those dust bunnies, those little blobs of dust bunnies. And when you do a crouch dash, Madeline's hitbox is 4 pixels. That's math.
Fun fact. I am not losing time right now. This isn't time loss. I'm not losing time.
What?
So let's explain what's going on here. So at the beginning of a run, I said this run was 15 days long. So what's up with that is that there's a glitch in this game that requires just waiting for 118 hours. And for the sake of being shorter than the marathon, I'm going to be using a mod to simulate the effects of that glitch. But in the vanilla game, you would do this glitch by just doing nothing for 5 days. And I'm not really going to get into the details of how the glitch works. It's computer science stuff. If you know what floating point rounding is, that's the reason it works. But the basic idea is that if you wait long enough, a timer breaks, and that timer is used for certain collision. And when that timer just breaks, 2/3 of the spinners, which are like the blue circular spikes at the bottom of the screen right now, those will just stop trying to load their collision, and I can just go directly through all of them.
Yeah, it is an absolutely wild concept. When I don't really, when I've heard about that, I think the only thing I could do is laugh. It's very silly, but also like it's super interesting.
Oh, if you're tabbed out, this is your cue to come back and watch, because this is the hardest to remember on.
This is hard. Chat, eyes on the screen right now.
Lock in, everybody.
Those who are watching,
Travelers
you see this
platform
vertical
activation at the start here, and then I'm trying to spike jump up.
Oh my god, I was so
Celeste
clenched. Oh my god. Chat, there are spreadsheets of that screen. I have images of all the setups of that screen. Oh, no. It is.
I have 6 separate setups, and I have to improvise which of the setups I'm doing on the fly.
Yes, like, it cannot be stressed enough. Like, Uni made that look unbelievably easy, and it is not. It is not. That is wild. And that was one of the hardest rooms in the entire thing, in this entire run. Just unbelievable.
Can I mention something else that's wild really quick?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
We have over $1,500 raised towards that task incentive. That jumped up, y'all. So less than 500 to go until we meet that 1B task incentive. Keep it going. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
When I learned it was going to the event, I reached out to a bunch of other casters. So it's been a community project, and I really want to show it off. So we have gotten as far as it is possible to get in this level without the deload glitch. So at this point, I'm going to open up the console in game, enter this command. When I press enter, it's going to cause the game to just fast forward 118 hours until it is 6 seconds away from spinners deloading their collision, and it's going to take a second to do that.
Oh.
There we go. And you can see some associated graphical glitches. That's the snow that's supposed to be just moving side to side on screen. And also, I can just go for spinners now.
As a Celeste speedrunner, and I think as a Celeste speedrunner, this brings me so much joy.
Any wind fans in chat? There's wind in the screen. I can't see it.
Is there? I mean, I guess we have to take you at your word there. I think there are a lot of casual Celeste fans right now who are watching you go through these spinners and being like, oh my God, I wish I could have just done that.
Yeah, just leave your game open for 5 days.
I've gotten close. I've gotten close to doing something like that. I've definitely left my game open for much longer than I should have.
Speaking of...
Oh, no, you go ahead.
I was going to say, speaking of 5 days, do we have time for like one donation?
Go ahead.
This would be $30 from the most incredible multitasker, Euni. Saying, what? Saying, trans girl does nothing for 5 days. Just like me, for real. How'd you do that?
Handshake emoji. Uni, how'd you do that? You're such a fast typer.
By the way, less than 400 to go.
I just have 5 days to do it.
Oh, you're oh.
We all bent time.
I hope none of you had plans, because we are now 5 days in the future. I've enjoyed my time with you. So this is the Mirror Temple B-side. Later in the B-side, we're going to be running into our good pal Theo. And Theo will not count towards any of the grabs. Kind of an arbitrary decision, but, you know. What is speedrunning if not just a bunch of arbitrary decisions?
First try!
Oh my God, really? You are unbelievable today. You are gaming. That is a strat called Bub's Drop, named after the speedrunner Bubbai, but not discovered by the speedrunner Bubbai. Strats are funny.
I don't go for that downright. Why did I go for that?
You are running off confidence right now. It is great.
The little thing we forgot to mention, there's a grab counter in the corner.
That's true. Who made that grab counter, Uni?
It's Maddie480's mod. I kind of cannibalized it and made it into a grab counter.
I love that. That strat is so good. Going over those spikes, it's so cool.
Okay.
But yeah, that first try Bub's Drop, that's not even how, like, because of the nature of grabless, like, it's not the same setup as like a traditional vanilla speedrunner.
How was that Pyrox? That was terrible.
How did you do that? How did that
this
work?
seeker's name is Sarah. I don't like Sarah very much. Okay, she cooperated. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Everybody in chat say thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
So these seekers, we're going to be using their boosts to refresh our dash, make our way through some rooms. Just another creative way to avoid grabbing in this particular area. And you'll notice that in the counter over in the corner, we are grabbing Theo, but it doesn't count towards the grabs.
Okay. I love Gauntlet Room.
I was going to say, it's like classic Gauntlet Room.
What I love is that we have less than 300 to go until 1B, so $1,749 raised out of the 2K. So y'all keep it going. You're seeing Major League Gaming, and y'all are doing Major League donating right now. Thank you so much. So many forehead kisses coming your way.
Chat, you're doing great.
Perfect. Beautiful. Exactly what I intended to do. Sub 35B. That's good.
That is really good. That is incredible. And like with first try Bubs drop, because that the way that you set that up, the way that you have to do that is it's not easy.
Yeah, it's not the worst trick in a normal run, but it is rough grabless.
It is.
I just B. This is probably the easiest level to do grabless. If you want to try a B-side at home, this is like kind of your only option, I'm gonna be honest. I did this a couple months after the game released. It was fun.
It was fun.
Doesn't have any horrible tricks in it.
None. Our main mechanics are going to be feathers, which have 360 range of movement. We're also going to be interacting with the Kevin blocks, which once we hit them,
those are a little more annoying.
They're a little more annoying, but they will go in the direction, technically the opposite direction of which you hit them, but they will go until they hit a wall. And bumpers, which in vanilla they wobble. We love bumpers. They wobble. They go from left to right a little bit, and that certainly doesn't make making setups for grabless stuff difficult, right, Euni?
It's not a problem most of the time.
Most of the time. It's not a problem most of the time. This room, though, this room is very difficult. This room is reasonably difficult.
I should wait before speaking. Not over. There we go. This checkpoint is just a lot of falling, so donations.
Well, I actually have really exciting news that I was holding my breath for there, because we have met the 1B task incentive, y'all. You crushed that. Thank you so much. $2,000 raised for that.
Thank you so much. You are going to love it. It is absolutely buck wild.
But do we have time to mention some of those donations that got us over the line
Absolutely.
on that?
Several.
All right. $25 from Tyran saying, Euni's consistent passion for grabless was one of the things that inspired me to look at the category. What an absolute gamer. Let's get that incentive met, everyone. Yes, thank you for
Thank you so much. They were a big participant in the task of this. And
Yay.
Actually, without their work, this run would be 8 grabs instead of 7.
Oh,
Ooh.
Thank God.
Incredible. When you're working with that few, that makes a huge difference. Speaking of huge differences, how about $50 donated to the National Women's Law Center by Speckled Stone, saying, here to redeem my one internet forehead kiss, but can you give it to my cat? She didn't have the thumbs to be able to donate. I would love to give your cat a kiss on the forehead. I may sneak in a second because it's a cat. $25 from I'm Just Jace 3. I have a really great mom. She just took care of me after I got top surgery. I can't thank her enough for being the best mom ever and my hero. She's probably not keen on the forehead kiss, but would definitely take a virtual hug. Trans rights. I am virtually hugging your mom. Cool mom.
Trans rights.
Trans rights.
We also have $50 from Alexa. Minimum grabs, maximum fun. That is, assuming it doesn't take you 5 days to get anywhere.
Thank you. Another person who's contributed to passes.
And we have $50. Oh,
no, you get it. You can get it out.
let's go. $50 from Rose. Euni, you're killing it. So glad to see you're giving Madeline's arms the rest that they deserve. Women are so grateful. Let's go, women.
Let's go, women.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was just gonna say really quick that Celeste has such a wonderful tasking community that do so many incredible things. It cannot be stressed enough just how awesome that community is and just the wild stuff that they can discover. Really, really, really cool part of the community. So this 6B is going pretty good. We're in our little battle and fight.
This room, I don't have a backup strat for this room, I'm gonna be honest.
There are rooms like that. I do that sometimes with my own speedrunning. I'm like, I'm just gonna get it right the first time. And then the future speedrunner is like, ugh, why didn't you do that? Here's Kevin. We are entering Reprieve, the final checkpoint of 6B. In my opinion, probably one of the hardest ones in 6B. A lot of difficult screens here.
This next room is a massive pain.
Yeah, when I was talking about bumpers earlier, this is what I was talking about.
Perfect. You love to see it.
I love this for you. Yeah, it's really important that those bumpers are where we need them to be. Just helps kind of normalize Madeline's position and making a lot of those corner kicks easy. Madeline, I was saying nice things about you all day. What is this? All right, second try is good. We take that. I've had that happen to me with the feathers before. Sometimes they just don't decide to go that far, and it is so jarring every time. Thankfully, we have
holding my breath watching it.
I have felt the same way watching this run each time that Uni has shown me either like the run or a part of the run. Nice demo at the end there.
Very improvised cycle there. I missed the cycle I was going for.
Everything.
Hey, 7B. 7B is probably my favorite chapter in this run. It's really fun, I'm gonna be honest.
It's really good.
It is the second chapter where deloading is required. So once again, doesn't really matter how fast I go in this section of the chapter because I will have to wait anyway.
Yeah, while we go through a little bit of 0 meters, Jaypeg, you have some time for like some really quick donations.
Okay, let's go. How does $25 from Anonymous saying Celeste count for real quick donations? And then $25 from a certain Court Frozen Flygon. Hello, Uni. I'm so proud of you for putting together this run and crushing it live. Can't wait to see you next month in person and play some UFO 50 together.
Thank you. We are currently in the middle of our second 5-day wait. And now this run has lasted 10 days.
I am loving the left to right ways
because this room is not possible to beat under normal circumstances without grabbing. Unfortunately, we do have our penultimate required grab in this room. Can't quite get to the end of a room without a grab.
Yeah, the spikes will still hurt. Uni. It is the spinners that ultimately get deloaded, but the spikes will still be there.
Also, more fun graphical glitches. Enjoy the background.
I have been enjoying the like the right to left snow. It's oddly hypnotizing.
Low key looks like an old Sonic level.
And one more grab right there. This room's silly.
Yeah, that one. You can understand why that one has to happen. Really good setup right here.
There are just corners there. It looks really funky, but there are just corners there that you can jump off of. And that was the last grab in the run. Astute viewers may have noticed that every single grab was on one of the moving traffic blocks. They really are the nemesis of this run.
But it's fine. We're past it. We're past it now.
And if you're familiar with this game, you might want to consider the fact that I am going to be beating 8B, which has both core blocks, which you normally grab, and conveyors, which you normally grab. And I'm going to be beating that level without a single grab.
Smile.
Okay, let's go. Go
All
to
right.
1500. Let's go. Come on.
I am manifesting belief on this.
Took that safe. It's fine. Dang.
Ah, that dust bunny is quite rude. Yeah, dust bunnies unfortunately not quite
Still
the same
got
as the
that little
spinners.
weave.
I love that. I was saying this the other day, but I love that room. I love doing that room fast. It's really good. Unfortunately, dust bunnies don't act the same way that spinners do, so Uni does have to avoid them.
Yeah, but we are now officially back to deload madness.
Yes! This room has wind in it.
Does it?
I promise you it does.
I will take
So
your
does
word
this next
for it.
one. You can see the wind. It's the line at the top of the screen, but isn't moving.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah, that one.
okay.
Who needs coins?
In this economy?
Please.
We.
That strat is so good. Just sliding across spinners.
Oops.
But yeah, 2,500 meters, all about a lot of bubbles and swap blocks. Those swap blocks will move every time that Uni dashes. Uni is making sure to be in very specific positions on these screens because not every spinner is deloaded.
You
so
actually
she
did just see me got to a spinner right there. And right
Yeah.
there because my game lagged.
No! Yeah, I believe it's 2/3 of the spinners are deloaded, so there are still a third that exist. There are many spots in which Uni can just cruise on through, and there's a few that will troll.
Yeah, you don't really see it, but I am, oftentimes I am just narrowly avoiding loaded spinners and taking specific routes to avoid ones that are loaded.
I am very much enjoying this downwind graphical glitch right now.
Yeah, normal downwind.
Normal.
And upwind is one of the most challenging sections of a speed. Okay. I just missed the hyper.
Happens. I love
Come
watching
on. Like 13,
Madeline.
be kind.
I do love that at any level, Flag 13 still finds a way to be mean. Those who have played 7B,
There is just so much memorization involved in this screen.
there we go. And we make our way to the last section of 7B.
Balance get.
Yes!
This is gaming.
This is gaming.
Also,
And
let
now
me
we
know
have-
if you have time in a little bit.
Oh, we have a little
What
bit.
was okay? That has never happened before. I will say that. What on earth was that quarter glide?
Was that like the funkiest corner glide I've ever seen in my life?
Also, Flag 3 skip.
Easy every time. Jaypeg, we definitely have some time.
Cool beans. I wanted to share some more of the love coming in. Like $500 from Agox just saying less than 3. Thank you so much, Agox. Kiss on the forehead for that. And $50 from the Sound Defense, donating that for that 1B task. This run has been amazing to see so far. This is the level of skill I will never achieve at anything in my life. Well, you still get a forehead kiss. Thank you so much. $25 from Eric the Guy, who... This is a bold statement. Celeste is one of the most approachable speed games out there, and the Discord is amazing. Can confirm the Discord is gotta be amazing. I'm scared of what's happening on the screen right now. So Eric, you're brave. But it's incredible nonetheless. And $50 from Maddie Stars. More Celeste? Yes, please. Trans rights. Kiss on the forehead for you. And $18 from X equals Penguin. Hi, Uni. Minimum grabs is the perfect overlap of one of my favorite games and one of my favorite subjects. Best of luck.
Thank you.
So 8B, probably the hardest level in the run.
It has competition from 1B, but it's between the two. Also, this room exists. This room
does exist. So, yes. So there's going to be, as Uni mentioned earlier. No! Sad.
Yeah, you can just jump off lava. Lava's a wall.
Lava is a wall. It's and I've played a few modded maps in my day that make like clever use of that as like setups. But it's so cool to see them in a setup in something like this. Yeah, Core B expects you to use a lot of grabbing techniques of like these core blocks, these magma blocks, as well as using the conveyors in this room. We're not going to do that. We don't need that. There are also, one of the biggest things in Core is switching from hot to cold.
Harry, I'm going to interrupt you because we are on our third and final deload in this run. It is technically possible to beat the screen I'm on right now without deloading spinners, but it is comically impossible to complete this screen because normally there is this massive conveyor at the end that you have to ride on.
Yeah. Unfortunately, if you just see all the spinners that are near it, you can do the math. But yeah, we have a lot of hot and cold, and the mechanics in the rooms are going to change based off of whether we are in hot or cold mode. So like right now we're in cold, so these ice balls can be used as little platforms. In fire, they would be fireballs. So this
generally cold mode is fine and hot mode is a complete pain.
This room is ridiculous. This room, you are very much supposed to do this room in fire, in hot mode. Doing this in ice mode not only has a lot of it's not only very, very, very difficult.
I'm specifically dashing on like a fraction of a pixel the exact frame this dash crystal respawns. And I missed it. Wonderful.
Oh. That is okay. While she's doing this room, because there's no other switch other than that one at the very start, this means that the next room is also in ice mode, which if you play this game,
of quite a number of switch skips in the level.
This is an unbelievably precise setup in order to do this. And the spinners are still deciding to get in the way.
Chat, lend your power.
Yeah.
Give us your energy.
So many spinners were weaving. Oh, that's not the timing. There are just so many spinners to weave around that it's inevitable that a few of them would get in our way.
I am like...
There we go.
I still, every time I see the end of that room, like, there's no way. It's not gonna work.
Okay. I love improvising cycles. Also, you've never seen that last room in cold before.
Casual players and even speedrunners will have never seen that room in cold. God, I wish that it could be more.
Unless you have specifically seen a grabless run, you have never seen that room in cold.
Mm-hmm.
Haters say it's fake, but it's real, baby.
It is very real. Let's go. Doing this checkpoint in cold is pretty common in some Celeste speedruns.
Not this part. Not this
one. No, not this one. This game does not expect you to be in this room in cold. Love watching the ice balls, the little ice orbs show up in just the middle of the air.
Pretty cool dash smuggle here. Let's go. I have to do that because there's not a core block at the end of the screen, so I can't just launch up to battle him like normal.
Unbelievable. So impressive. Chat, we're coming up to the end of the run. Can you believe it?
I can't. I like this. I don't want to stop watching it.
Right? It's hypnotizing. It's really impressive.
It is. There's peak gaming going on.
Winnable?
I was trying to save that dash, but it is fine. I can just re-enter the screen.
Bless.
And another switch skip coming up right here. This is Carrarium. Shoutouts to Carrarium. This room is named after her.
Who?
Never heard of her.
I bet she's
God, I
cool.
love. God, that strat is so good. That room in fire is that room in fire is like a pretty basic platforming room. That room in ice, comical because there's no like other type of barrier like that matches up with the lava that's in there. So just a really well-timed kick off the corner and you just make it to the end. I love it.
And time.
Wow. GG.
GG. What did I just watch?
Celeste.
I did. I think.
One of the most impressive Celeste showcases and speedruns I have ever seen.
Yes.
Yeah, so that is all B-sides and a grand total of 7 grabs and 350 at 4 hours, 29 minutes, which that's, I think, a 2-minute PB. So that was a pretty solid run. I believe we have a task to show off.
We do.
We do. 2,000 rays for the National Women's Law Center. Thanks, y'all, so much for that.
Okay, give me 1 sec to set it up because I kind of forgot to open up the task application.
Nah.
Okay.
It's fine.
There we go. So when I learned this was going to be a donation incentive, I just put a memo out to the tasking community and say, hey, I made this task, but it's going to get shown off at Frost Fatales, so you all should have a look at it. And Tyron, Extopta, Celerity Task, Delicious and Nutritious, and Alexa all looked at this level, especially Tyron, and all of them combined to save a full 3 seconds on this level. And in the context of tasking, 3 seconds is just an absolutely colossal amount of time. So I'm so excited to get to show this off. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, go. So I don't really have a lot to say on this. For the most part, it's going to grab in the same 5 places I do, but it just has just absolute superhuman control since we can just choose what buttons to press on each frame. There's a really cool strat in this room where we're going to go out of our way to interact with this Bino. That's a glitch called Bino Interaction Storage, which is going to allow this skip right here. That is one of the most impressive things I've ever seen in any task of Celeste, to be honest.
It is unbelievably wild to look at that. Like, I have seen this before this, and it still boggles my mind seeing that.
Watch the movement off this block. it gets like squished under the ceiling and gets a ton of jumps to get a ton of speed. Just activation on that second block out of nowhere, more crazy movement on this block. It's incredible.
You can't see my face right now. I am like dumbfounded.
I think Celeste task is my favorite task to watch also. Like, full bias moment. I think Celeste task is an art form, actually.
It really is so incredible. I'm not biased either. I only spent multiple years of my life doing it. But yeah, nice coincidence. That task came out to exactly 1 minute and 25 seconds, exactly 5,000 frames, which is lovely.
So satisfying.
But yeah, that's all I have for you today. I've been Euni. If you want to check my stuff out, I do stream occasionally, but best place to catch me is I post videos on YouTube every now and then at Universe Cat. Universe is spelled the exact same way as Uni. And yeah, anything to add, Carrie?
I genuinely thank you for having me on commentary for this. I've seen this run grow over the years, and I remember you said that this is a passion project, and your passion shows, and everything that you do in this game always just brings me such joy. So just thank you for having me on.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Grabless is what got me into Celeste passing in the first place. It has fueled 6 years of my interactions with this game. This has been a passion project of mine for so long. I'm so happy to have gotten the chance to show it off. And with that, I believe we have a Tunic randomizer run coming up after this. I know a bunch of the runners. I know they're going to put on a great show. So I'm looking forward to see that. So let's see that.